Good morning. I don't know why this makes me nervous because I talk to people every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes on weekends. But this is a different, something that I felt like I needed to do quietly, I guess by myself, but I'm not by myself because God is with me. He's with me all the time. I'm not reading anything. Maybe it would be better if I did, but I have to speak from my heart. Anybody that comes across this, if you have a child that has addictions to opiates, um, meth, heroin, just know you're not alone. It's hard to have a child that's probably within 20 miles of you and you don't know where they're at. You wake up you wake up thinking about them and you go to bed thinking about them. And when I say a child, I'm talking about a 20-year-old child that is still my child, my firstborn. She was not raised up in this. She's lost. She gave her children up, gave them away basically to both fathers, which was the best thing that she could have done for them. But I know there's other people out there, and it's not a race. It's not a race thing. It's not who's wealthy and who's not. It just has no bounds. What's going on has no bounds. And I love her and I miss her. But she has been gone a long time. She has not been, she's not been the Tiffany that I raised. Somewhere along the line, she died within herself. I believe her brain chemistry now is gone. It's different. So I beseech you all, my prayer warriors. My sister told me, tell my story. She said, tell the story. Don't stay silent like what she did. You know, put it out there for prayer warriors. Put it out there so everybody will be praying. When you pray, just say a prayer for Tiffany. I dread the knock on the door, the phone call that my husband may get, the phone call I might get that says that she's dead. I think of that every day. Do I have faith in Christ? Yes, I do. I have faith that He will do whatever's possible, whatever's necessary. It's in His hands. She grew up a Christian. She sang and I had so much fun with my children. And she's lost. She's out there somewhere sitting. We were told that she gets up, she shoots up heroin, she shoots up meth, she sits and looks out the window. To me, that's lost. That's just lost. A friend of hers went to what they call a trap house. I didn't know that term until last year, I guess. It's where people go and do drugs. You know, I thought that was a big city thing. I thought that was, people did that in warehouses and abandoned houses, and you know, I've seen movies. But don't fool yourself into thinking because you're from a small town that it's not in your town. fentanyl mixed with heroin is already in our small town. We live in such a small little area. You wouldn't believe that this was going on. That house after house that, that these people are meeting up. They don't need water. They don't need anything in that house except a place that they can just go to and do what they're doing. But her childhood friend tried to find her, and she did. And she said it was the saddest thing she'd ever seen. It's okay, Bailey. My dog doesn't like me to get upset. It's okay. Get down now. But it's my story to tell. One day, she comes through this, it will be her story. But right now, I am a mother. And I love her with everything that's in me. A friend of mine, Be the Difference Clothing, Joy, she does shirts that say, drugs kills the family. And they do. They kill a part of us. They hurt. Not just the ones that are doing the drugs, but the ones that are having to do tough love. Tough love is tough on the ones that love the people. That's what tough love means. I used to think tough love meant you were being tough on that person. I've come to realize tough love means it's tough on the person, the family members that have to give tough love. And she's not the only one in our family. She has an uncle. She has, I have a brother-in-law that's the same way. He won't admit it, but it's the same. It's the same. And they all, when you try to track somebody down, it's a network. They tell one another. They cover things up. They lie. They lie. It's all part of what the drugs do to people. They lie and don't even care that they're telling a lie. Look you right in the face. And I've always been one that can't stand for somebody just stand there and lie to me. But I've learned that, not even try to ask anymore. And the hardest thing sometimes is when I'm crying. My son, which is the youngest of my children, he'll come up to me and he'll say, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I'll say, "Nothing. Nothing I can talk about." And he'll say, "Is it Tiffany?" And I'll say, "Yeah. But I just didn't want to bother you with it." And he tells me, "Mom, you can tell me anything." But it has hurt each and everybody in our house. We miss my grandchildren. My grandson, he's 15. My granddaughter just turned 5. And they're in 2 different states. I miss them. My grandson's 15. And he was in and out of my house since he was born. This has affected him in such a way, I don't even know, since he's not with his mom, I don't even know what he's going through. My granddaughter, she'll ask about her mother, and she'll say, "Nanny, I haven't talked to Mommy in a long, long time." And to her, it seems like forever. And it's been about 6 months, but to her little heart, it's been a long, long time. And when I do get to see her, I just change the subject to something else happy, even though my heart's breaking. So I just want to tell people you're not alone. You are not alone. But then I want to ask, to beg my prayer warriors out there, those that I don't even know yet, because I do have a show, NorgusR, on YouTube. I'm pleading with prayer warriors all out there. Prayers for Tiffany. Hashtag Tiffany. You can just hashtag Tiffany or hashtag prayers for Tiffany. Please get the word out that mothers, you're not alone. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to think, where did I go wrong? We didn't go wrong. That's the thing. My sister didn't go wrong with her son. It's called opiates. It's called medication that goes